said, "V'chiyake ish esavle esamase ve'evet kanani akosav medaber ve'yenel ve'ivri Talmud leimar ki kaspoihu ma kaspoi konei lo'olamis af evet akonei lo'olamis bari b'chlal ma ke ish v'meis v'ba kosov v'yitziyah min haklal liyes nidon bedin yom o yomayim shemlei meis tachas yadei v'shal meis leis patur." So, just to translate the end, if he survived a full 24 hours, then he is not dying from this wound, and therefore the one who inflicted the wound is going to be patur. As we say in the next pasuk, right? But b'shevet kishish boy k'dei lahamis hakosav medaber. Maybe it wasn't even like a lethal weapon. It couldn't have been weaponized fatally. Talmud leimar b'Yisrael v'im be'even yad asher yomas ba hiko v'alei dvarim kal v'chemer ma Yisrael chamor ein chayav alav elam kin hiko b'davar sheish bo k'dei lahamis b'al eiver shu k'dei lamos b'kazu eved haka le'kol shekein. So we're talking here about an eved, and we're not mentioning whether or not it needs to be something that could have inflicted a fatal wound, but where we talk about a Yisrael, we say that it does need to be something. So we use a kal v'chemer to apply that logic, apply that rule. Nakim yinakim misas sayif. He should be avenged. What's the penalty for him? What's the capital punishment? Death by sword. Chino emer cherev nekemes nekampres. Ach im yomayim yamoid lo yukam ki chaspoiho. However, if the slave survives for a day or two, in other words, 24 hours, that one, yeah, this one, I believe. Right. Is that not what it's saying? What does it tell you?
No, it just changed.
So try to go here, right? If you could get on. Just be careful, because this is where people are exiting. Yes, the right. Cut off a chunk of time.
I guess it thought.
Baruch Hashem. So that only applies if he gets up. Meaning if it's clear that he's no longer now suffering from the injury, and then he dies afterwards. If two men quarrel with each other and accidentally hit a pregnant woman, and she miscarries, but the woman doesn't suffer a fatal injury, the assailant must pay a penalty. When the woman's husband takes him to court and makes demands of him, then he must give compensation according to the judge's orders. He meant to hit one guy, but he ended up hitting a woman, or this guy's wife even. V'nokfu ein gifa el l'shein techifa v'haka koi pentikei f'beven raglacha v'terem yisnagfu raglecha v'la'even nigof or nigof v'la'yia asein be'isha anish yanish l'shalim k'mei v'ladis l'baal Shamin Isa Kama Isa Ru'ya Limacher B'Shuk. Oh, Shamin Isa Kama Isa Ru'ya Limacher B'Shuk Lahalis B'Dama B'Shvil Haryain. In other words, there's a cost. This pregnancy has a price. The fetus has a price. Anish Yanish. Yikvu Mamin Mimenu Kimai V'Anshu Isa Mea Kesef Kasher Yesh Zolav Gamer Kishiyas Benu Abal Bebeistin Lahashi Zolav Enish Al Kach V'Nasad Amaket Dmei Valdis Ravladis Beflilim Al Pia Dayanim, according to what the judges set up. So Gimel, you ready? V'Masaini V'Nasata Nefesh Tachas Nefesh. If there is a fatal injury to the woman, because before we spoke about where he causes her to miscarry, but she doesn't die. But here, if there is a fatal injury to the woman, you shall give a life for a life, or basically meaning a full compensation for her life. Chachamim argue about what this means. Some say nefesh mamish, in other words, that the same way he killed, he should get killed. Some say no, he shouldn't be killed, but there's a price to pay. Oh no, sorry, I went back up. Why? Because since he didn't kill who he intended to kill, he'll be free of liability from capital punishment. But he still needs to make financial recompense. Oh, that's the next puzzle. Ayin tachas ayin, shein tachas shein, yod tachas yod, regel tachas regel. Compensation must be paid. The value of an eye for an eye injury, the value of a tooth for a tooth injury, the value of a hand for a hand injury, and the value of a foot for a foot injury. Ayin tachas ayin, sima ayin chaveroi. If you blinded someone, God forbid, give him the price of his eye. What does that mean? Kama shapas v'dam avlam karashok. It doesn't mean that you take out someone's eye if they took out someone's eye. It means that they need to pay for it. What does it mean to pay for it? You see how much this person would be sold for, theoretically, on the slave market. How much he's worth with his eye, and how much less is he worth without his eye. You have to pay the difference. Chab?
Yeah.
Kviya tachas kviya, petza tachas potza. Chabura tachas chabura. Compensation must be paid for the pain suffered in the following cases: the value of a burn for a burn, the value of a wound for a wound, plus compensation for loss of income, healing, embarrassment where appropriate, and the value of a bruise for a bruise. Kviya tachas kviya. Ma'akes eish. V'adach shab davar b'chabala sheish ba pesach damim. Pachas damim. Pachshav shepoin ba pachas damim el atzar. Kigoin. Kivoi b'shaput al tziparnov. Another way of evaluating what something is worth, in this case, is pain. How much would someone be willing to take? Like, what's the minimum that a person would take as payment to undergo something so painful? And that's how much he would have to pay in place of pain. Petza, or Petza, Shein Goy Number Ayin. Oh, there we go. Petza Himaka Maitzi Adam. Shepetza Spasare. Nifrador in Laz. Akol Afi Mashu. Im Yesh Bo Hipachas Dam Ibneisen Nazek. Minav Alosh Kavneisen Sheves Eriko Voishas. Petzar. Lekeze Yasaru. B'achayba derashur abisinu l'chanay b'alatzar afilu b'makim nazek. Shava b'shneisen le'dmei yadei peitne meisem min atzar le'mar hoyo v'kino yadei v'kono yadei yishav l'chascha b'chol masher tzeh aleim em yishav l'chascha b'sam sheni mitzar kol kach zeh chascha b'barzal b'tzaro. Shadam Nitzar Ba'Be'eno Yetze Ela Shemadim Abasar Kenegdei. It's a bruise. Lashon Chabura, it's a collection of blood, but beneath the skin. Lashon Chabura Takabulaz Kemoi V'Nimar Chabar V'Uraisav Sargomei Mishkufei Lashon Chivta Shurjavilaz Chen Shdufei Skadim Shkifan Kidum Chabotais Baruch Chen Amamashkef Hashem Shadelas Nekish Alav. So he brings different terms that show using the same terminology and the same rules of language. Hello, cheesecakes.
Where?
Someone with the username cheesecakes joined on Twitch. My wife says hi. My great wife is driving so that I can be able to do this in the back seat. Thank you, Verma. Okay. I feel like we're moving slowly, are we?
Yeah, just hit traffic.
No, I don't mean the drive. I mean I'm moving slowly through.
I don't know how much more there is. Just listen.
Right. Yes. If you're down for this, we should start doing this more often. Just live stream during a drive. Okay. Moving on. 26. Chaf Vav. If a man strikes the eye of his male non-Jewish slave or the eye of his female non-Jewish slave and destroys it, he shall set him free in compensation for his eye. We're learning now interesting, hey Yavich, thank you for being here, interesting laws of the Torah. Right? So only if it's a non-Jewish slave, then he or she will go free if the master injures them in this way. But a Jewish slave would not be allowed to go free just because of this sort of injury. They have different laws. Bimshein Abdo Yeshein Amasai Yapil Lachavshi Shalachano Tahas Shinoi. Oh, I didn't finish the second Rashi here. Tachasi Nebechin Bachavdal Rashi Evarim. It's by Saydaim Varaglaim. 24 like tips of certain limbs. The fingers of the hand and toes. Fingers and toes, the 2 ears, the chaitem, I think is the nostril, so maybe your nose, Reisha Gavia, Shugid Ha'ama, Lamana Rashain Va'ayin. Why does it say then tooth and eye if it applies to all of these tips? Shem Nemar Ayin V'Lemar Rashain. If it said eye but it didn't say tooth, just as the eye is born with the baby, so too it's only limbs that are born with the person right when they're a baby. But the teething comes afterwards. The tooth isn't born with the child, with the human. But if it would only say tooth, but not eye, I would have thought even a baby tooth, which is not a permanent injury. If it falls out, if it's knocked out even. And therefore it says eye in a tooth, therefore it says eye in an eye, because it's teaching us that only an injury it's not something that's going to grow back. So we're speaking about a bull, but we're not only talking about a bull. We're just using the term bull because that's what's most common. Should I translate that? If an ox or any other animal gores and kills a man, is that a scary situation? Baby, we're learning Torah. I'm excited to see Tzvi. 5 minutes, Tzvi, if you're watching this. We're gonna see Tzvi. And that's a good parking spot. Should we just park there and then walk? Nah, never mind. Just keep following the map. We're in downtown. Let me see if Net responded. So he's here. He messaged me. I don't see that Net replied. I have so many messages every few seconds. Oh, okay. Yosef Yitzchak's awake. Yeah. Okay. After the ox is sentenced, even if it's shechted and not stoned, even though it was supposed to be stoned, its flesh may not be eaten, nor benefit be derived from it. The owner of the ox is innocent. Chaf Tes.
I responded on CT Junior chat that I have CT Junior tomorrow.
Oh, awesome, thank you. I don't think I'm going to teach it anymore. I'm going to try to get as much done as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, it is long. לא יאכל בשרי שאפילו שחטה לחשנו גרדינו יוסר ואכילה. ונמי נעים, תלמודים רבה אשר נקי, קודם עלים על החבר יוצא פליני נקי מנחוס אבין לי שבהם ענה של כלום. זהו מדרשי. פשוט כמשמעי, לפי שנאמר במועד, וגם בעליו יומס. No, that's another parking lot.
Oh, exactly that one.
Yeah. That might be the one we parked in last time, because this road was closed off.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
It'll be on the right? That's interesting. How could it be on our right? Unless it's taking you to the front of... I wonder if it's taking you to the front of the building instead of the parking lot.
I guess we'll find out.
Wait, maybe turn.
Should I turn?
Let me see.
Yes.
Do you see parking?
It says
Yeah,
park.
garage. Yeah, right there.
Turn right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I was going to take you to the front.
Oh, okay, so I'm turning left right here, right?
Yeah, where it's going to say enter.
Like right here, garage?
Yep. I want to know what time they close.
So what do I do?
Just stay right here. Don't keep moving. Yep. Now we'll take whatever we need for the day from the car. We're going to take the keys and take it up.
I'm coming out?
Yeah. I'll take this Chumash. I hope I'll get a chance to learn it more, maybe with Tzvi in the restaurant before Shkia.
Why is the key not coming out?
What? No, you leave the key in. He's going to take it. Is the car in park? Yeah. That's why it wouldn't come out. Yes, it gets like you're excited. He's so excited. Okay. So just keep the stream going.
I say no.
No. Okay. The wife says no. We'll be back. You said it's like we're gonna go out.